these two programs have defined conferences, won national titles, and no matter what happens, they find their way back to each other. And when these two meet, the whole nation pays attention. Glad to have you with us from the original Cotton Bowl, located on the fairgrounds in the heart of Dallas, Texas. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Texas Longhorns, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Oklahoma Sooners. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Longhorns will kick it away to start us off. Here he comes with the return. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Oklahoma's offense will start this game off with the football. You can't help but think back to last year, Jesse, when Oklahoma figured out a way to win that close game.
And Reese, Texas has been reminded every day this past year about losing that game close, too. So you knew, David, coming out in this one, they were going to be amped up and ready to roll.
And you know the juices are flowing early in the game. Like, this is not a friendly rivalry. OU doesn't like Texas. Texas doesn't like OU.
Knocked down, could not turn the corner, and already this offense behind the chains. The Sooners racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll it.
There he goes. Picks up the first down. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all away. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
And these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Tatum. He's brought down to the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. So Texas offense headed on to the field. Our first look at them today. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming into this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
And that's the challenge today. A week ago, they failed the challenge. Last week, they gave up 5 sacks. They can't do that again today. This defense saw it. They watched it on tape. They know they're not doing a good job of protecting their quarterback, and already 1 sack on the day.
Pressure coming. Didn't have anything working and just had to throw it away on 3rd down. The Longhorns will send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. First run of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. Slips through the line. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. On the ground, it's Owens. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
To throw, it's Mateer. Right on the money. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. And the Sooners come to the line in the hurry-up. Might be calling a hot route. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. He'll pull it down. They stop him short, and we'll have a big fourth down coming.
Nice job by the defense getting after the QB. He's trying to scramble around. He's trying to go get that first with his legs, but he's not able to do it because of the speed on defense.
On fourth down, looking to pass. Pulls it in. It's Sategna. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on fourth down? They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Finds the tight end. Make the stop at the 40, but it's a 10-yard gain and a fresh set of downs. No reason to panic when you see those extra bodies coming. Just find the big tight end.
Well, and the great ones do that. The great ones are okay. You want to blitz? I know my answers. I'm all right. I'll stay patient. Find the matchup. This time it was the tight end. Finds the tight end. Throws a strike. Gets the first down.
The chunk plays that they love, and he takes it all the way down to the 10. And the Longhorns have taken it inside the 20. He's got it. They will score. Touchdown, Longhorns.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So here comes the Oklahoma offense. Quarterback making checks. They'll try the toss to the left. And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. The toss to the outside. And he jukes the first guy, made him miss, and picked up a few before being brought down. Give him 88 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing. They'll stick to the ground, looking for the marker. Oh, he's got some space. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Sooners.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. And here's the return. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score. Already down 14-7. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Slams into the pile. He'll get 1 to the 17. Winner of this game dons the golden hat, but you know, Jesse, only David could wear the golden hat among the three of us because there's no way either of us should put a hat on the kind of heads of hair we have.
Well, I've also understood that the hat's like a triple XL. We know David's got a big dome, and that's probably the only reason why he would wear it. I'll tell you what, these players, they think about trying that old sucker on after this game all year long, David.
Yeah, and trophies matter. I mean, this is something at the end of games. People run, you see, they go grab them, they put them on their heads. It means something to these kids.
The Longhorns send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. to throw, it's Mateer. Looking to the big tight end. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
Man, I mean, you don't get more wide open than that, right? Big fella running down the field. Nobody near him. Quarterback puts it on him. Just got to make the catch.
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Scoops it up, still a live ball.
The ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep two hands on the ball as well. They're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Trying to get the corner. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. At the end of the period, Oklahoma has the lead. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. Trying to do it on the ground. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down.
That's a great job there by the defense here early in this game, getting a huge stop, and they've got an opportunity to make the opponent pay. Offense taking over now in great field possession. Let's see what they can do here from a play calling standpoint to try to put some points on the board.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Texas!
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air. And this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Sooner offense returns to the field. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Man, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's going to galvanize them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
It'll be 3rd and long. Toss sweep right. He won't get there. It'll bring up 4th down. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. Wants to adjust the pattern. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Finds a man in the middle. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. The Sooners have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking deep. And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot, but the flag is down. Let's check the call.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's called it.
Looking to throw, it's Mateer. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Reels it in on the left side. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
And I tell you what, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this at the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much of the defense. QB runs in for 6.
And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. off the play fake on first down to throw. Finds his big tight end. Guys, let's take a big view of Texas. Losing early in the year can be detrimental, also can be galvanizing. You realize not much margin for error, and they suddenly have put it together and won their last two.
The dips in the season early really served as motivation for them, and they were able to turn the page. They were able to be resilient. And 18 to 22-year-olds in college football, David, it's easier said than done, but this team really is about that.
Yeah, and they're starting to get it together, and you can see it. Like, I think early in the season, too, Jesse, you're figuring out who you are as a team. I think they kind of got that figured out, and I look for this team to win today and climb up into those rankings.
Quarterback on the keeper. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
And the Longhorns will call on their punt team. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. He might want another play. Dropping back, it's Mateer. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. No, he should have had that one right in his hands, and he couldn't hang on. Typically, he makes that play. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Off play action. Looking for space to the left. Just a short pass to the tight end. He'll get it up to the 39 before he's run out of bounds, and this offense just patiently, methodically trying to do work. The Sooners are at the line looking to convert on third and short. To the ground to try to move the chains. And midfield, he's got to move. All out of space. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Sooners.
David, this guy's showing us everything he's got in his toolbox. Between the tackles, running outside, the elusiveness, the vision, the speed, the patience. And with that home run, now has over 200 yards rushing in this game.
And there's nothing more frustrating than a guy that just keeps coming and keeps coming. They keep feeding him, and he keeps breaking tackles. He keeps making big plays. This defense has had absolutely no answer for that stuff.
And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important down 2 possessions, Dave, that they're able to score some points. So you got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And such a good opportunity to cut into a one-score game, create that momentum, get some good juices going for the second half, because obviously, you know, you built yourself a little bit of a deficit. You need some good things to happen, and it needs to happen on this possession.
Long near the sticks. It's Lockett. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Williams will pass. Makes the grab on the left. Still on his feet. Oh, and what a move. What a juke, and he makes it past the marker. The Longhorns in the hurry up. Looking to throw on first down. Got his man on the right. Touchdown, Longhorns! He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. And the Sooners with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. Coming to the line of scrimmage on 3rd down. Try to get it to the edge. Can't get him to the ground. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
This defense obviously knows they've got to be able to stop the run if they're going to win this football game. And you wonder if they've been able to make some tweaks and adjustments to try and take this running back away.
Just 1 for 3 on 4th down so far in this one, but they'll stay on the field and try to convert here. Here's the pressure. Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Williams looking for a man. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. They'll go to the air. Bring in the heat. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. One more snap coming before juice boxes and orange slices. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Texans. Fit in the window for the score.
Great job of execution in the passing game. QB and his target on the exact same page. The extra point now is going to tie this thing up. And they've got some real momentum here heading in at halftime.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. On the run from inside his own 5. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half.
The Sooners will boot it away to start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. And here come the Horns. They've got it again on offense. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you
breaks into the open. Just what the doctor ordered to get away from the shadow of that goalpost and pick up a first down at the 23. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Williams will pass. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. They get him stopped after a gain of 4 out through the 28. Looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the right. They find a hole in that secondary. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. The Longhorns are rolling down the field.
defense has to be better on third down getting a pass rush. He had way too much time to throw that football and found a wide-open target deep down the field on third and long. That is inexcusable if you're on defense.
Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
Fights off a defender. He'll step out of bounds right at the 27.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter they come out and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Defense looks as if it's coming. Makes the grab along the sidelines, but it'll be a little short of the first down. And the Longhorns come to the line on third and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Williams looking for a man. He'll take a shot. It is incomplete, and he almost had himself an interception in the end zone. It'll be fourth down. Now it looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. This try will come from the left hash, and he'll try to curl it in from 38. It is perfect. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. He'll start the return inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. They'll run this play from the pistol. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Using his feet to buy time. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Leaves it with the running back. There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
They'll move the wide receiver. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. On the run, deep down the right side. Pulls it in down the sideline. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down.
And that is such an accurate throw. It's one thing to do it from the pocket when you have your feet set underneath you, but when you can get outside, off schedule, on the move, and throw a dart like that, that is just big time, and the offense gets a huge explosive play.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. So now it's second and long. Wants to throw. It's Mateer. Got his man out of the backfield. On the move at the 30. Turning it on. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. The screen, he can go. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They couldn't get anybody to bite on that one, and they'll stop him behind the line. The Sooners will hustle to the line. Quarterback making adjustments. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And the quarterback is sacked. There are penalty flags down, but this might be doubly bad for the offense. I think the penalty might be on net. Odd choice to take the penalty there. If you just take the loss, it also costs the offense a down. Instead, they'll replay it. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. He's looking downfield to throw. Rushes on him. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. Perhaps their punter is injured. Perhaps they don't like to punt. Perhaps they hold an inherent bias against kicking the ball to the other team. Whatever the reason, they'll go for it on 4th and a country mile. They got him for the sack, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
I know that was tough, but as a quarterback, you got to know on 4th down, you cannot take a sack. Any way, shape, or form, you've got to be able to get rid of that football and give it an opportunity. That time, I know it wasn't blocked perfect, but the quarterback's got to have more sense of...
He hurls one deep down the left side. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Going the other way, and he's got room.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. They try to get it outside on the left. Finds a crease at the 20. Touchdown, Oklahoma! They take the lead with the 6.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
Returner's going to try to see what he can get. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Here comes the Texas offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than this time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get...
Yeah! I'm all right.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Williams will pass. He's got the back in the middle. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain. Blitz, it might be bluffing. We reach the quarter break with Oklahoma on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. From the gun, wants to pass. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line. The Longhorns decide to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. And the returner goes down. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Toss to the outside. Look out, he's got room. Inside the 35. And how much running room have they been able to find just all day? They are piling up unbelievable rushing stats. When your best is demanded on a big stage like this against a rival, he has delivered, cracking the 150-yard mark.
No doubt about it. What do we say? Big-time players make big plays in big games. The games don't get bigger than this for this team right here. And this guy, David, has shown up today.
And it's so nice as a coach to have that dude that you know you can count on. He'll put up big numbers, and he's been carrying this offense. And the defense is going to have more plays like that. He has had a ball game so far, running wild all day long. Defense
offense finally comes up with a stop, maybe get a little momentum here.
Over 100 yards already in this game, so if I'm on defense here, I'm adding more guys.
And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed. And they'll get it down after a solid return.
Well, this offense is trying to ice the game. They've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but it's only by one possession, so you got to be so careful with your decision-making. And that was not a good one by the quarterback. They now turn it over, and they better hope their defense.
There he goes. He makes the stop, but a nice pickup there on first down. Leaves them in second and manageable. They're going back to the ground. At the 35, he's open. Lots of running room. And it looked as if he might take that one all the way to the house. Just ran out of a little steam, and the defense finally got it. And the Longhorns, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Lost one on that last one. It's second and 11. Williams looking for a man. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
In most instances, I would say really, really nice decision by the quarterback. But when you've got speed like this guy has, I think you'd sometimes, instead of throwing it away, would like to see him take off and see if he can go make something with his feet.
The throw. This one's complete. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17. The Longhorns have this offense rolling. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Touchdown, Longhorns! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth.
And some of these guys make it look so easy, but these are tight windows.
And it's blocked. He picks it up. Remember, he can take it back. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the score comes on a 17-yard throw for the touchdown. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside the 10, here he comes. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
And you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a Cardinals sin. You know better than that, Jesse. You can't take points off the board. But you got to move on.
You do. I think he just got way too overeager down in the red zone that last drive. So just come out here, trust your reads, trust what your coaches have told you to do, and just go out and execute the offense.
Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. And the Sooners are in the hurry-up. They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. All kinds of room to the right. The tag. Touchdown, Sooners. And they've moved out front here in the fourth.
And this is a running back, guys, that gets better as the game goes on. Here we are late in this one, and he's still breaking off big runs. Impressive, making people miss, showing you the speed. And that touchdown gives his team the lead.
So the kickoff team will come out after they turn in a score on that last drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. It's a one-possession game in the fourth. Complete to start this drive. Didn't pick up a lot there, moving forward just a few. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rallying to the football?
Williams will pass. Fires to the big fella. He smashes his way through again. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. First and 10 for the offense. Clock clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. The give on the option. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Texas! They've got the lead here in the fourth.
This is an offense that has so much confidence. They believe they're able to win the game when it matters the most. They've got the playmakers to do it. You saw it on that last touchdown. Now taking the lead with less than 2 minutes to go.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. This is everything you could hope for in a rivalry game like this. Close game, waning moments, history waiting to be made, guys.
And it's moments like this why you come and play for these two schools, right? To play in a game like this, in a rivalry like this, in a situation, David, game on the line late, who's going to take it?
And you know when you
So
make
this
this
nigga
play,
really
you're
really
immortalized with this kind of rivalry. These are the highlights they'll be showing for years. Everybody be like, I remember when so-and-so made that play against our biggest rival to seal the deal.
Somebody touch somebody. Yeah.
35, he's got room. Turns it on down the left side. He's at the 10.
He's supposed to fall.
Oklahoma. They move on top here in the fourth.
What a great job by this offense. Listen, I judge offenses by what they do in the clutch. And those big moments right before the half, in the fourth quarter, late in the game, just like right here. You need a score. You've got to go take the lead. They do everything they can. Now, defense, you're up. I need you to get me a stop.
Looking for block. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. There's plenty of time to work with here, but they have to be highly efficient in their attack, Jesse.
So it comes down to the quarterback position too, Reese. Don't let the moment get too big. Play within yourself, David, because this guy's practiced the situation before.
No doubt. Use the sidelines. They're your friend. I don't have to take deep shots. Throw beyond the first down marker so I can stop that clock for a little.
He lobs one high down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Williams looking for a man. Unloads to the wideout. Working the middle. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Grabbed in the middle. It's Coleman. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Back to throw, and he's running out of time. Gets it out quickly. And he won't quite get there. But, boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. The offense uses a timeout. 20 ticks remaining. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. They'll try to get it through the air. Oh, they're after him. Offense uses the timeout. 17 seconds left on the clock. It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on fourth down. Defense uses the timeout. The clock stops with 17 seconds left. Down a possession here in the fourth, and they'll need to convert on this fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. The defense making a play to put an exclamation point on this one, and that ought to do it.
And that is a backbreaker. It's fourth down, though. Listen, you got to throw the football. You got to try to make a play. But the defense came up big in a big moment.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Toss sweep to the right. Stop behind the line of scrimmage, and that is a rare sight for this defense today against this guy. It was the Sooners who put the horns down in Dallas today in the Red River Showdown, and they'll take that golden hat north of the river. That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.